This is my daughter Millie. I want to talk about her fight, how it changed me, and why it matters. Now, my baby girl has always been a little peculiar, different. When she was a baby, I mean a bottle baby, she used to have these little spasms, like she was trying to catch herself. Doctor said ear infection. Then she had all these skin lesions pop up. Doctor said bug bites. When I pressed the issue, they brushed me off. Now, Millie is a Tasmanian devil. She is everywhere all the time. But one night, I find her in the living room, locked in a half squat position. Try to move her, it was like moving a statue. Now, I'm not medically inclined at the time, but I knew she was having a seizure. So I grabbed my girlfriend's keys and I am running out the door. I don't have shoes on or my cell phone. All I know how to do is drive. By the time I get to the car, she is fully convulsing. Now I'm holding her, doing 120 miles an hour, trying to keep her from biting off her tongue. I am freaking out. So we get to an urgent care. There's nobody at the front desk. There's nobody in the hallway. I am screaming for help. The only reason I know she's still alive is because she's still seizing. She's completely blue. So I bust into a patient room, scare the shit out of somebody's grandma. I broke the door trying to get back to the doctor's area. So I grab a crash cart, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I take a bag valve mask, and I put it on her face. I know that she needs oxygen, but it's not a pediatric valve mask. It's for adults, so I'm just oxygenating her eyeballs. Doctors and nurses rush out and they try to help. They hand me a pair of shears and tell me to cut off her pants. So I did. I am completely hopeless in this moment. All I can do is hold on to her jeans. Paramedics show up, they load her onto the ambulance, we make it to the hospital. And again, I am standing there, just holding on to her jeans. Now they bolused her and Ativan her and tried to get the seizures to stop, but they wouldn't. So they put her under and knocked out her respiratory drive, had to get her O2 sats up to 85 before they could intubate. It took 5 attempts. But when I saw my baby finally breathing, that is when I broke. And I was on the floor of a hospital. My baby girl was intubated for 5 days. The doctor came in and explained what was going on. They had a very thick accent and I couldn't understand. So another 2 days go by. Somebody from the Tuberous Sclerosis Complex Alliance shows up and explains to me what's going on. Tells me my daughter has a genetic condition that causes tumor growth in all of her vital organs. Come to find out, the genetics that caused this came from me. She has tumors everywhere. Heart, kidneys, liver, eyes, but most important, the brain. These tumors grow as tubules into the brain. You can't operate on them. They cause autism, intellectual disabilities, rage, mood swings. They affect sleep, but most importantly, epilepsy. I was completely lost on how to help my daughter, but the Tuberous Sclerosis Complex Alliance guided me. They answered all the questions that I had, got us hooked up with a neurologist in Memphis at the Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. It's one of the only Tuberous Sclerosis Complex Center of Excellence clinics. They need an acronym, but they are fantastic. They saved my daughter's life. But now that you guys have built this amazing community, we can give back to that organization that saved my kid. So January 23rd, 2025, I will be in Los Angeles, California doing a charity stream sponsored by the TSC Alliance and Modifius. Going to be a couple of people in that game that you guys recognize, like Quincy's Tavern, Tank Tolman, Jennings Brower, just to name a few. I'm hoping to shed light on this illness, not just to raise money, but to raise awareness. Because the infantile spasms and the skin lesions all over her body could have helped diagnose her well before she had that seizure that almost took her life. So I hope to see you guys over there. We'll be streaming on a few platforms like Twitch and YouTube. If you could do me a favor by commenting on this video, liking it, sharing it, sending it to a bunch of people, just so we can get eyes on this. Thank you. I love you guys.